Bord Bia, supporting Irish horticulture and proud sponsors of Homegrown.
The prestigious Ryder Cup golf tournament is coming to Adare Manor in 2027. Colm visits to see how the world of horticulture and sport combine to create the perfect golf course.
In 2027, Adare Manor will host one of the biggest sporting events in the world, the Ryder Cup. So I have to pay a visit to the people who are maintaining and creating this amazing turf on the golf course in Limerick. The goal they're trying to achieve is to produce the most memorable course in European Ryder Cup history. So when did the course redevelopment begin?
In 2016, when we invited over Tom Fazio over to redevelop the golf course.
And what kind of changes did Tom implement on the course?
One of the things that came directly from ownership was that they wanted the routing to stay the same. Say we're on the 9th hole here, the 9th hole stayed where the 9th hole was, but everything within that hole completely and utterly changed. Previous, it was a big, flat, long par 5. Now it's a big, long par 5 with big undulations on the hole. Kind of in total, they'd have moved 500,000 cubic material around the site as part of the development.
So from a horticulture perspective, what are you trying to create?
Well, I suppose what we're trying to create is a monostand of grass, and we're trying to create firm, fast surfaces that our golfers are going to enjoy.
And what benefit does that bring?
It's undoubtedly the best putting surface. It brings its challenges to us in that it's not a natural environment for it to grow. But we put controls in place from limiting play, closure at certain times of the year, and then we have our maintenance Mondays built in so that any of the big practices that we must do, we do them on a Monday without interfering with any golfers.
In total, Adare have over 250 pieces of equipment in their fleet, operating out of a modern maintenance facility. And during the season, they would have over 50 staff involved in the upkeep of the course. Machinery is only one of the things needed to maintain the course. It takes a huge amount more work though.
It's more than just cutting grass, and I think it's a common misconception with greenkeeping that all you do is cut grass. There's a lot more to it, there's a lot more science, there's a lot more agronomics involved, be that feeding, be that watering, be that top dressing, be that grooming, aerating, all of those practices that we have to do as part of our work, and that then when the golfers do come out, they literally don't see us, they don't see the work that we've put into the place. And that's one of the key objectives from a greenkeeping perspective is the less they see of us, the better. Let them see our work, but don't let them see us.
What's the key to producing such high quality greens?
So we close for 4 months every year. The minute the closure date comes, we're out plugging from our nursery inside in our yard and bringing the clean, good grass out here and plugging out any of the imperfections that we have on our greens and surrounds. Similar on our fairways and tees as well, where you're literally plugging out imperfections and replacing them with new.
Recently, the golf course achieved the world's first International Sustainability Standard Award, and this will be on full show to the world when the Ryder Cup is broadcast to millions in 2027. It's not just the course that's getting an overhaul. The grounds as well are part of the overall sustainability plan, and Thomas Breen, Green Team Chair, is leading the sustainability drive on the course and lands at Adare. The sustainability plan, is that being driven by the Ryder Cup?
The Ryder Cup is a great showcase, but this has started much further back from 2016, 2017, and has snowballed and will continue to develop and to push on. There's no area of the property, no aspect of what we do that doesn't have a sustainable element to it, and that will always keep developing, keep adapting and keep improving. There's no turning back.
And what initiatives have you introduced to help with biodiversity?
Rewilding will be the main one. We know we have some protected species here on the property, from bats to red squirrel to the river meg and the fish behind us. This has to be protected, and especially with its proximity to our course and how we affect it. I mean, that's just key to make sure that's absolutely perfectly pristine.
Part of the works involves reopening old traditional walkways around the estate.
It's already there. We're reusing something that has been lost to time. We're taking it back so people can experience it and enjoy it, and all in the process of helping our environment.
You must be excited to showcase all that at the Ryder Cup, so.
The world is going to be watching. and we're going to blow them all away.
What many may not know is that the home team in the Ryder Cup may make changes to the course to suit the way their players play, and hopefully give them an advantage so that they can win. The American team like wide open fairways, whereas the Europeans prefer narrow fairways. So Alan and his team have been working closely with the European team to get the course just right for the Ryder Cup.
I suppose the changes that we're making to the course from a kind of an agronomy perspective, it's a home event, so in conjunction with the European Tour and whoever that European Tour captain might be, we will be probably narrowing fairways and growing up the rough. Presently we're cutting our rough at say 25 mil, but I'd imagine it'll be maybe up to 3 inches or maybe 3.5 or 4 inches by the time the Ryder Cup comes. But what we have done is it's a very intensively drained course. We've had a lot of top dressing put on since the construction right up until now, so I suppose what we're trying to alleviate is that downpour that might happen in September.
And what will the golf course look like in 2027?
It'll play different, it'll look different, but as I said before, we're looking for the most memorable Ryder Cup in European history, and I hope that we can deliver that.
When it comes to the Ryder Cup, it's one of the biggest sporting events in the world. And it's amazing to think that millions of people have been watching and seeing the amazing turf, greens, woods and grounds. And that's down to a team of Irish growers and horticulturalists.
Board Bia, supporting Irish horticulture and proud sponsors of Homegrown.